outside on the steps of City Hall Plaza, and basically right now there's going to be a rally press conference on the hall of City Hall, and relating to the City Yes lawsuit, and this is the main guy right here, Paul Graziano. And what's happening is that they're having two press conferences right now. This is for Intro 1257. I say the girl with she had like a paper showing Intro 257 with the Public Advocate Office. So that's about mental health, and so that's so yeah. Basically, it's gonna be a lot of people here for the rally, and we're on the steps of City Hall. So there is no heckling the shit out of nobody, because the way they treat the steps is they treat the steps like inside, and if you heckle inside, but I'm trying to relate it to the steps, they kick you out the whole shit, and then once you get kicked out, you can't come out the whole day.
Which one? Ours. Yeah, so apparently they messed up and they did a double booking on the steps. So that's going to be Sylvina Brooks Powers doing some rally. But it has nothing, obviously. This is for us, correct? Yeah. So we've got this. Sure. You can always put it on. You and I.
So this is overproduced bullshit right here. I mean, this is why, like, I'm gonna tell you my honesty, that this lawsuit is not going to happen. Like, they're going to lose. Like, this is my honesty. They're not going to win the lawsuit. This is the overproduced bullshit that we have to deal with. But they don't understand why nobody takes them seriously. Hey, what's up? I'm doing good. Thanks for coming out and supporting. Yeah, it's a state assembly member, Jamie Williams. This 59th State Assembly District, which covers Canarsie, Mill Basin, Regal Park, and shit like that.
No, I don't mean that. No. Well, you know. Sure.
Yeah, Curtis Wheeler right there. And you have this mental health stuff here and shit. But I'm gonna ask Curtis, like, why don't you just drop out the race, man? Like, you have no chance of you're helping Madani win. Like, so basically this is so yeah, you have two rallies, but the thing is that, like, there's no double booking. Like, it just, they don't take niggas seriously. That's why. They do that all the time. When they don't take certain things seriously, they just double book it. Like, fuck these guys. Like, yeah, they get the left steps and they get the right ones. Oh well, the fuck you gonna do? This is Curtis Wheeler right here. This is our guy right here, Curtis Wheeler. So, Mr. Wheeler, why don't you drop out the race? Kurt, why don't you drop out the race? Why are you splitting the vote? You're splitting the vote, Mr. Curtis. That's what you're doing. You're splitting the vote. Like, if you keep on splitting the vote like this, a vote for you is a vote for Madani. Madani's going to win if everybody keep on rocking with you, Curtis. That's the truth. Like, I think you should drop out, man. This is my honesty. That you should drop out. You should drop out, Curtis. Please drop out. You should drop out, Curtis. Drop out. Hey, what's up? So that's Curtis.
Well, if Jack gets the Jack will probably set it up.
So that's what right here. You have Curtis Sweeler right there. I actually came out the city, yes, but I'm just saying right now, this lawsuit is not going to stick because I think they're trying to go about it. There's no environmental review, but there is environmental review. Like, I mean, it's good that they're suing, but it's not going to stick because the city went to the proper. Lucky I'm in New York. I'm in New York City. So. So yeah, so good amount of people here for this law rally lawsuit shit, but it's like a good amount of people here. Two rallies at the same time.
I'm not going to waste your time. There's no way he makes that off. Pack this up. He has to do the Polish Day Parade, and then 2 events in Brooklyn right after that. No way he makes it. Sorry, make it crazy.
It's a lot of people here for this rally press conference here, but yeah, the mental health press conference, mental health, and then you have this right here.
Back to City Hall.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's in
Thing is that, like, look at this shit. All the fucking, this shit's like a fucking movie, a goddamn movie, and this is how they treating this shit, like a fucking movie. That's why they're gonna fucking lose this lawsuit, and I hope they do. How they treat this is bullshit, right? They treat it like a goddamn movie. So, Paul, why you treating this like a documentary for, man? Paul, why are you treating this like a documentary? Why are you supporting Curtis Sweeler, who has no chance to become mayor? All he's doing is helping Madani become the mayor. Like, a vote for Curtis is vote for Madani. Like, come on, man. Like, look at this shit. Like, come on. This is not, like, this guy, come on, man. He's an anti-Semite. Like, come on. Like, today I just posted a video of him, like, disparaging Jews. Like, Paul, let me ask you a question. Do you support anti-Semitism? Paul Graziano, do you support anti-Semitism? Because if you do, you're backing this guy.
I don't support you.
Yes, you support it, boy. No, you support anti-Semitism, Paul, and that's the truth, man. You support anti-Semitism.
I don't.
I don't like you. You do that. That's what you do. You're the one that said that the city yes will be apocalyptic. Like yeah, but you're supporting a guy that say that I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. What are you talking? I don't do that. 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 You're lying. And Paul, you support an anti-Semite, and everybody know you do. That's why you're not going to win this lawsuit, man. You're not going to win. You're a grifter. That's what you are. Nothing but a grifter. A big-time grifter. You are a grifter. That's what you are, bro. A grifter. And you can lie all you want. You're nothing but a grifter. That's what you do. This lawsuit is not going to stick. This lawsuit is not going to stick. You're backing an anti-Semite who has no chance to become mayor. And that's what you do. Like, that's all you do. You back a person that has no chance of becoming mayor at all. Like, a vote for Curtis Sliwa is a vote for Madani. And I'm going to say right there, a vote for Sliwa is a vote for Madani. And you're complicit in this, man. That's what you're doing. That's all you're doing. You're complicit in the fact that you're complicit.
How are you?
That's what you do. You're complicit in this stuff.
That's another.
So you're complicit. That's why you got double booked, because nobody takes you guys seriously. That's why, Paul. That's why you got double booked, because nobody takes you guys seriously. Okay? Run to the police. That's what you do. Yeah, run to the cops all you want. Run to the cops all you want, bitch.
So when you get off of the subway, it's like go to your left and walk towards the Pace University building, and that's like it's like a bunch of pictures on it, and there's a gate and officer ready. Okay. Are you on the side? Other side.
Hey, what's up, man? Everything good? Let me tell you the truth about this. I know I respect you guys, but this lawsuit's not going to stick. This lawsuit is not going to stick. This lawsuit is not going to, because look, let me tell you that right now, because they already went to the right reviews. They already did all the reviews. They did everything you got to do. The problem was that people didn't show up. Like, all the nonprofits had their people show up. All the people had their people. They all showed up. It's just nothing you could do about it. You know what I mean? This is the truth, is that all the people showed up for the City Yes hearings all over the 5 boroughs.
Well, this is the ballot question.
I know, but this is not about the ballot.
We also have a lawsuit for the City of Yes, and it has not been decided.
Huh?
It has not been decided yet.
Yeah, but y'all now sent a lawsuit for the City Yes, right?
Huh?
This is about the City Yes.
No, this is about the ballot question.
The ballot, but this is, like I said, like, this is going to go through. This is going to go through.
I think they missed the technicality.
It's not about technicality. They had every right to push this through. Like, I mean,
So
they had the
City of Yes-
hearings. The city,
Yes is one thing,
yeah.
and
The
ballot questions are another.
But the truth of the matter of fact is that they have like, the thing about, like, is that these guys had we had enough time to go against and support. We had enough time. This is because we had enough time. We had enough time. The problem is that people don't show up. When you don't show up, this is what happens. When you don't
Lawsuit
show,
hasn't been settled either.
it's not about that. It's like, when people don't show up, this is what happens. People complain about these nonprofit shows all the time, but they show up.
It's not so simple.
It is simple. It is. You could testify virtually. You can send a written testimony in 72 hours. You can do all that type of stuff.
But a lot of times people don't understand the impact of these decisions. A lot of people don't get involved. A lot of people are disenfranchised. A lot of people are, and some of these things are obscure. They put out, you see it all the time. The bill is, something pretty, and something pretty, and what's behind it is a whole different thing. And the same way the City of Yes, they believe that the City of Yes for a reason.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, this is not going to stick. You know, I'm gonna tell you, y'all guys is preparing for the future. This is going to go through. This is going to be passed on a landslide. This is going to be passed on a landslide. And I'm sorry. Let me tell you, this is going to happen. He's going to win. Amit is going to win, and there's nothing you guys can do to stop it. That's the truth.
Who's going to win?
Amit is going to win. He's the one that backing proposals. I mean, look, the truth of the matter of fact is that, look, these guys, this have no chance of winning. The Yimby's going to win this, and I'm sorry to tell you that. I wish I could, but that's the truth. I mean, but I love you guys, but it's the truth, because
You haven't heard the case yet.
It's not about the case, man. Like the judge is gonna vote to go against it. It's like you do all you want, he's gonna go against it.
Which judge is it?
No idea who the judge, but he's gonna go against it. You're not like the thing is that you guys gonna say like there was no real due process and like due process what happened here, and I understand that. But there was enough of due process. It's like when a bill gets passed in the city council, you got to go through a hearing. The problem is that people don't show up to hearings. So of course, like we could post all we want on Twitter and X and have rallies and stuff like that. But if you're not going inside and testifying for 2 minutes or 3 minutes or submitting real testimony or submitting virtual testimony, it falls on deaf ears.
These hearings are a fraud anyway.
It's not about being a fraud. It's not about being a fraud. Yeah, these are rigged. These hearings are rigged. Everybody know they're rigged. But if you don't put your voice in there, then nothing is going to change. Like the city council, right? Last Monday, like sneakily put in a hearing to where they're going to start banning people for 30 days if you start calling shit out how it should be called out. You know why? Because of guys like me, because of guys like Raul. You know why? Because we go through these hearings, we testify all the time. Now, if this was not the case of us testifying all the time, they would never have put that inside the new rules, proposed rules to start banning people 30 days for disorderly conduct. I understand like Raul, what he did, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't, like I said, these people have to listen to it. They don't want to, but it becomes public record. So that's what I'm trying to come with here. It becomes public record when you start calling this stuff out. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. People don't understand that. Yeah, so I know it's a fucked up thing, but people don't like it. But that's the truth. The matter of fact is like this is what you got to do. You know what I mean? I don't like. You think I like coming to testify, knowing that these hearings ain't gonna like I'm going last? No, but you gotta do it because they're only gonna be heard. Yeah. So let's keep that 100% here.
So the cameras get connected. So I imagine that's part of the previous administration.
So that's all I gotta say. Like I said, like people could complain all they want, but it's like, yo, if people don't, what up, man?
Just leave these dudes alone. First
I will.
off, it's like
I know.
shit got fucked up today.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not even in the mood.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go ahead and testify anyway, so I just had to say what I say. I know. Double book, but nobody take it seriously. Oh well. Yeah, I know it happens, man. It happens, but I'm not trying to get kicked out of this fucking shit. I'm just telling you the fucking truth. Like you don't want to hear it, but it's the damn truth. People don't want to hear it. What's up, man? But sorry about that, guys. Yeah, they treat it like a movie, and look at this grifter right here. This is a fucking grifter. Fucking grifter. Yeah, because nobody takes you guys seriously. You a grifter, that's what you are, bro. A fucking grifter. A grifter. That's why y'all gonna lose. So I know about to start. But like I said, just what it is. Like y'all not gonna win this. Like y'all not gonna win. But I'm just telling you guys the fucking truth. I'm not here, like I said, double book because nobody take it seriously. That's what's going on here. People don't want to hear it, but it's the fucking truth. No, I won't swing. I don't fight.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, bro? What's up, Donald? What's up?
Sandy Ray.
Television.
folks this way. Alex out this side. Yeah, okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're here as a coalition to announce a lawsuit regarding the Charter Commission's 3 proposals on the ballot this November. We think they're very destructive. I want to bring in Paul Graziato, who's going to explain the entire lawsuit, the points behind it. But we believe that we're correct in this lawsuit and we will prevail. It's in New York County. And Paul Graziato.
So, unfortunately, our attorney couldn't be here today because he's in court. But the court case was filed this morning at 10 a.m. And the case is called Malliotakis v. Adams. That's only because Nicole Malliotakis is the first name on it. But this court case is all about the 3 land use charter questions that Mayor Adams rammed onto the ballot 4 days after the city of Yes was voted on in December, right? So December 8th, the city of Yes was voted on. On December 12th, the mayor announced that he was going to create a new charter revision commission focusing on land use because the city of Yes wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. And of course, almost everybody up here is already a plaintiff on that lawsuit, which is working its way through the courts right now in Staten Island. So what is it about this charter revision commission questions, these 3 questions that are so concerning, right? So the 3 questions are questions 2, 3, and 4 that were put on the ballot. What are these questions? Question 1 is supposedly pushing to create affordable housing in the lowest 20% of community boards that have not created affordable housing in the city. This is on a rolling basis, so it would be the districts, as more affordable housing is being built, other districts that then fall into that 20% would immediately go into it. They would fast track the affordable housing at any density, doesn't matter, high density, low density, and the council will be removed. There will be no city council to vote on this. The community boards will lose 30 days of their process. And in that particular case, question 2, the City Planning Commission may not even vote on this. It might just go straight to the Board of Standards and Appeals. And if you know anything about the Board of Standards and Appeals, it's appointed solely by the mayor, right? And it's something that deals with variances and special permits. So now they would be the sole arbiter of deciding where high density development could go, whether it's in high density or low density neighborhoods. And again, so-called affordable housing, not real affordable housing. Question 3 is to allow for modest increases, and I say that in quotations, modest increases in development, not affordable housing. In lower density areas, allowing apartment buildings 45 feet tall at a very high density in 1 and 2 family neighborhoods. In high density areas, like the area we're right around here, allowing a 30% increase in density and height under a new process called ELERC, expedited land use review procedure instead of uniform land use review procedure, right? And again, the council would be cut out, the community board would be abridged. The third question, which is question number 4, would literally take away member deference. This is what happens when you vote for your council member, right? You have 51 council members representing different geographic areas of the city. And oftentimes, a council member will vote no on a project, or they'll vote a yes with changes because they have the power to do this. Because in 1989, the Board of Estimate was abolished by the federal courts because it was found to be unconstitutional. What is the Board of Estimate, for those who don't know what it is? It was a board that sat above the city council. that was made up of the 5 borough president appointees, 1 from the mayor and 1 from the speaker of the city council. And they could overturn any decision by the council. The federal government, the Supreme Court found this unconstitutional, not matching 1 person, 1 vote. So in 1989, the city council, as the legislature, was given the final say. This would be to recreate the Board of Estimate under a new name called the Zoning Board of Appeals. The Zoning Board of Appeals, which would be able to reverse a negative decision by the council. All 3 of these are land use decisions. They will create massive changes in policy to land use across the city of New York. And this mayor and this Charter Revision Commission never filed an environmental impact statement. Why is this important? And I can't get into all the legalities except to say we're happy to send you the lawsuit, but I can tell you this. When land use is brought forward, like the city of Yes, like a rezoning, which the council members have all dealt with, the applicant under state law, the State Environmental Quality Review Act, which is the environmental law of the land, they must file an environmental assessment form, then an environmental impact statement. Then they have to disclose this to the public. Then the public has to be allowed to comment on it, and then the body can vote. This Charter Commission did none of that, none. And therefore, these ballot questions, again, the land use ballot questions, not ballot 1, which is question 1, which is a state question, not questions 5 or 6, which are not land use. These 3 questions need to be invalidated from the ballot. We are bringing this case before the vote, so there's no issue with that. We ask the courts to expedite the hearing on this so that we can get this in front of them, but we are confident that based on state law, that there is no question that this Charter Revision Commission violated secret and violated state law, period. So with that, I'm going to turn this to the first person. Actually, Bob already spoke, so I'm going to turn it to David Carr on my left. David, do you want to say anything?
Thank you so much, Paul. I just want to thank you and all of the folks in this coalition who are standing up to say no to these radical changes to the city's uniform land use review process. The history was just laid out for everyone. The way that the city has been handling land use matters, zoning matters over the past 35 plus years was a political settlement vote. And now we have a proposal that is seeking to return us to a paradigm that was called unconstitutional by the overwhelming majority of the Supreme Court of that day. 1 person, 1 vote is essential to who we are as a constitutional republic. And now we have 3 charter revision proposals, which are now going to put us at odds with the U.S. Constitution. That is going to put us at odds with the state environmental review laws. This is the 2nd time in the space of a year that folks like myself have had to go to court to try to say that this administration is in violation of environmental review laws. They did not do the due diligence necessary in order for these changes to take effect. You can't require that there be environmental review of zoning and then decide to do an end run around that by changing the very process by which you do zoning. You need to have an environmental review. That's what we're going to be saying in court, and that's the argument that's going to win today. And I'm very confident that we're going to be able to keep these proposals from becoming law because they are in violation of the law themselves, but also because they offend our very notion of what it means to live in a democratic society. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm City Councilman Frank Morano. I represent Staten Island. I think all of us who live or work in New York City understand that at its best, New York City is a collection of neighborhoods. The South Shore of Staten Island is certainly not like Rockaway. Harlem is certainly not like, Little Italy. But this proposal, or this series of proposals that's on the ballot this year, will serve to destroy the very notion of neighborhoods in New York City as we know it. Because not only Is it going to significantly diminish the character and quality of these neighborhoods as generations of New Yorkers have worked to preserve them? But it's going to take away the input of the community itself in terms of having a say about the future of these very neighborhoods. Now, I believe in direct democracy. I believe New Yorkers should have the right to make choices even if they're wrong. However, these questions are a step beyond that. They're not only improper on the substance, they're not legal. You have a situation here where the Charter Revision Commission is asking New Yorkers to vote on questions that are likely to be so deceptively worded as if not to make any meaningful sense. You have a situation here where the state's own laws, SECRA, other rules requiring environmental impact studies are being violated. You have a situation here where New Yorkers are being asked to vote on reformation of the Board of Estimate, which the Supreme Court of the United States has already said is unconstitutional. At what point do we say is enough enough? Not only is the City Council standing united in asking New Yorkers to vote no, and we have a wide coalition supporting this. City Council members from all 5 boroughs, progressives, conservatives, Democrats, Republicans, because what this has to do is with the eradication of neighborhood impact, neighborhood input on community zoning. What we're doing here is asking the courts not to let the New Yorkers of our city vote on an illegal question. And I'm thrilled that we have such a broad coalition here. One of the people that's been a real leader on this is my colleague from Queens, City Council member Vicky Palladino.
Morning, everybody. We stand here united in one voice, as Frank has just pointed out. This is not just Republicans. This is the entire City Council, or a great majority of the City Council. We realize what's going on in our city and what's trying to be shoved down our throats on the back of this ballot. Now, I'm not supposed to stand here and say, as an elected official, vote no on 2, 3, and 4. I'm not allowed to say that. But I will say that this is a direct attack on our democracy and how we feel about neighborhoods throughout the city. The neighborhoods that make this city unique, no matter what borough you come from. Taking away the voice of the people is not terribly democratic now, is it? We the people deserve our voice. The proposals on back of this ballot want to take away your voice. Not allowed. The community board, the city council member, has a right to defend their district. This is not a one-size-fits-all matter. Yet we have continuously watched this administration, in my last 4 years, take away and try to take away the people's voices. Not allowed. And I'm going to tell you right now, turn that ballot over and vote whichever way you want. Thank you very much, everybody.
Assemblymember Jamie Williams.
Thank you very much. A lot of my colleagues have spoken, and I represent South Brooklyn, and it's the same thing. Us in South Brooklyn have been dealing with this administration for quite a number of years, and this proposal on the ballot is just going to really impact communities like ours in South Brooklyn. And I would even go a step further to say eradicate residential communities, small homeowners, 1 and 2 family homeowners. And it's important that we stand here today to support our city council members and to support our local community board. Because when there are issues, where do we go? In front of our community boards to bring these issues and to have a vote. And we're saying to this administration, we will not allow you to strip away our community rights and the rights of the people that are elected to represent their community. Thank you.
I just want to add that I brought my house in 1979, two-family, legal two-family. I raised all my kids in that house. I wanted to keep the neighborhood the way it was built. One and two family homes. We chose to live there, and I chose not to live in Manhattan, a high rise. I chose to live in a low rise area, feel the sun on my face in my backyard, and I bought the house there. So you have a choice in New York City. You can live in Manhattan if you want, or live in high-rise neighborhoods, or live in low-rise. What the mayor's trying to do here is destroy that, make it all the same, and not give us a choice. And to just go around elected officials and actually call something, instead of ULURP, ELURP, meaning expedited land use review. This is ridiculous. This is a gift for developers. I want to introduce someone, mayoral candidate, the only mayoral candidate speaking about this, Curtis Sliwa.
Now let's emphasize that you have three candidates in the race for the race. Zoran Mandami is in favor of the city of Yes. Andrew Cuomo is in favor of the city of Yes. I've been opposed ever since it was proposed, and I'll get to this charter revision in a minute. But follow the money. Follow the money. This is the legacy of what will go down as the most crooked mayor in the city of New York, and that's saying a lot. Eric, wine me, dine me, and pocket line me Adams. Remember, when Cuomo lost the primary on June 24th, the very next night, with his bag man, Frank Carone, he went to the real estate board, walked out with $1.5 million. Where's the money, Eric? You're not running anymore. What happened to that money? And the very next day, he announced to all my developer friends, the city is for sale. This is Eric Adams gone wild, this charter revision. This is the city of Yes on steroids. Charter revision after charter revision hearing meeting that the mayor and his people conducted, the people who came to testify wanted the sanctuary city question to be put on the ballot. That would have been great. Both sides would have been heard. It would have drawn even more people to come and vote on November 4th. And as mayor, I would have had to have accepted whether Sanctuary City would continue or be discontinued. I trust the people. But in this case, the people are being screwed. Think about this, the city of Yes. In 1964, I was taught by Alan Topo in PS 114, when we taught civics in public school, that a man named Robert Wagner created community boards. To do what? To give power back to the communities. And it was enlightening. I'm a young boy. I'm learning all about government. By the way, I have 3 sons, none of whom have been taught civics in the public school system. So they've never even been told the role of government. You say to yourself, 64, a mayor gives power back to the community where it belongs. And Eric Adams, in 2025, tried to take all the power back to City Hall. So what do these charter revision questions, as they call 2, 3, and 4, mean? It means zoning, forget about it. There's no zoning anymore. You're a developer, you're a realtor. The price is right, let's face it. That's what Eric Adams' administration came about to, because on Sunday, the price finally was right for him to drop out. So it's all about Bob Barker, the price is right. Developers, realtors, they don't care about the outer boroughs. I'll bring up a subject here that is plaguing the outer boroughs, and you don't see one of them in Manhattan. Lithium-ion battery warehouses. David Carr, out in Staten Island, Frank Morano, 38 in residential areas. It's supposed to be put in industrial areas. Why are they able to put it right next to somebody's house or school? Because of the city of Yes. Robert Hogan, Queens, between 2 public schools in Middle Village. 8 in Queens, 12 in Brooklyn, 4 in the Bronx. Supposedly to increase our supply of energy. Who uses the most energy? Manhattan. How many lithium-ion battery warehouses are scheduled in Manhattan? The answer, 0. So if you live in the outer boroughs, the mayor and his charter revision are trying to say, shut up, this is the way it's going to be. If you don't like it, pack up and leave. That's what this is, all for the money. I've consistently been saying we need to improve, not move. And the blue-collar working class, the backbone of this city, lives in the residential communities in the outer boroughs. So they want to eliminate zoning. They want to eliminate the community boards. And then they want to be able to say, David Carr, we have a scheduled project in your district. You're a person of no consequence. Don't even bother asking me for a contribution because guess what? I don't need you. I don't need you, Vicky. I don't need you, Robert Hope. Frank, I don't need you. So they have an easy pass to come in with wrecking balls and dozers and destroy property, put up a 30-story apartment building, by the way, no parking. They don't have to do any infrastructure improvement. Our city is falling apart. And these greedy developers and realtors don't care. They bought Eric Adams. They bought Andrew Cuomo. Zoran Mandami, as a socialist, does not believe in private property. And I am standing in their way. So I'm suggesting to all people, if you want to preserve your residential neighborhoods and everything that we've grown up with, zoning, community boards, the power that an individual council person should continue to have. Vote for Curtis Sliwa, the Republican, the independent candidate, Protect Animals line. If you want to help the developers, greedy as they are, realtors, to destroy your neighborhood, vote for Andrew Cuomo, who's now the mini-me of Eric Adams in this subject. And if you totally want to destroy private property as it exists in New York City, vote for Zoran Mandami, because he doesn't believe you should own a home or a small business. And by the way, if you're of a certain racial background, he wants to tax you more. So the voters have a clear option here. And I say vote no on all the charter revision questions, all of them, to save our city, to improve, not to move. And I am a plaintiff on the initial lawsuit in Staten Island with many of the civics organizations that my father introduced me to as a young boy, that are the backbone of the community, that are people who dare to care. And they don't even care what a civics organization says. So we're fighting in court in Staten Island, Paul Graziano and the legal team, and we've now filed again to fight this tremendous attempt to take over residential parts of the outer four boroughs, and we will stop it in court. And when I'm mayor, day one, it all gets put on hold for the environmental impact statements that were never made. It goes on hold. We throw the monkey wrench into the whole process of the city of Yes.
Thank you, Curtis. And I do want to mention, it's also going to really affect high-density neighborhoods, too. I live in a low-density neighborhood, but people in high-density neighborhoods should also be worried about this. And so I'm going to actually have the president of the City Club, who is here to support us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm Leila Logizico. I'm the president of the City Club of New York. And, when an administration does something bad, then everybody rallies. And at times, it makes for strange bedfellows. And that actually demonstrates how bad this policy is. So the City Club is a civic organization. We were founded in 1892. I wasn't around, but even back then, there were some issues. And what we're, seeing today is really a power grab. This is the question that is asked to voters. Do you want to give the mayor, whoever the mayor may be, by the way, it may be a mayor that we really like. It may be a mayor who loves low density, but that's besides the point. The point today is that the city needs to give a seat at the table to their constituents, to residents. you know, and as it's been mentioned before, the Supreme Court ruled on that. People have to have a say in zoning matters, and these ballot proposals were phrased in a very, very innocuous, and I mean, they sound so good, so good. What a fast track. Oh, that's really great. The reality behind it is that it entirely cuts the city council out of the equation. And, you know, some folks are talking about, deference. You know, deference is the issue. Let me tell you something. Deference is not even a thing. It's a practice, but it is not codified in any law. So if you don't like deference, you don't have to give deference. It actually happens all the time. All the time you have issues, land use issues, that don't receive the vote by the majority of the council on an issue on which the council member wants a certain outcome. So what exactly are we trying to solve here? What we're trying to solve is for a mayor to grab more control and for people to have less of a voice. So the City Club of New York, which is, you know, a good government group, is going to file an amicus brief and join this litigation effort because we strongly believe that good government comes with participation. You know, we value participatory democracy. This is how it works. And as we always say, you know, if you're not at the table, it probably means you're on the menu.
Yeah!
So, you know, in conclusion, I want to say that, you know, when a proposal concentrates power in City Hall while weakening checks and balances, when it sidelines borough presidents, community boards, and the City Council role, we really ask New Yorkers to not trade democracy for speed. There is no need, and we should refuse that. And to the courts, we ask, hold City Hall to the law it swore to uphold, and to the Charter Commission. And I see that many staffers are here. Good to see you guys. And, you know, don't take anything personally. Don't, you know, it's okay. And our super PAC is going to work super hard. We know that, you know, Open New York and Jamie Rubin have allocated $3 million to make sure that the yes prevails. It's all cool. You know, we're all doing it in good faith. But let me tell you what I am urging voters to do. Vote no. Uphold the law that the city swore to live by, and to the Charter Commission and the mayor, do it again, but do it right. You can introduce charter revisions. It's all good. It's all fine. It's very healthy, but do it right. On land use matters, the law is very clear. You need to do an environmental statement, an environmental study. We need to understand what kind of impact it will have. And I have to say that, you know, although the City Club represents all of New York, we're maybe a little bit more Manhattan-centric. We love high density. We love it. It's great. It's fantastic when it is done right. And there's a way to do it right. And this is why we have environmental laws. Thank you.
Next up, we have the Executive Director of the Black Institute.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Taliki Robertson. I'm here from the Black Leadership Action Coalition, which is a sister organization of the Black Institute. I would like to say, don't believe the hype. Don't vote this down. Go all the way down. Okay? This is nothing new. We all know Mayor Adams. He's used to doing this one around ways where he's tricking you. He's been doing this from the time he got into office until now. So what I'm asking everyone to do is not dance around this and to vote no. It's stripping away our rights. It's stripping away our community board rights. There's going to be no accessibility. Our environmental rights are whacked away, and we vote no. Okay? So I don't want to be repetitive of what's been said here because I have all of this here on my paper. So what I'm trying to say to everyone and to everyone out there is to vote no.
Head of the Midtown South Community Council.
Hello, everyone. My name is John Mudd. I'm with the Midtown South Community Council. We've been operating since 1984. We've been working on health, housing, and food insecurity. what they're doing is they're stripping us down. We're under attack. Okay, we're under attack all over the city. We got the city of Yes, we got the upzoning, they want to demolish all of Chelsea area. They want to destroy public housing, put seniors out of their homes. They want to put them out of their homes at 878, 82. That's going to kill them. Not only are they willing to do that to seniors, our grandparents, our mothers, and so forth, they're looking to own everything. And these ballot questions help us a little bit, but we got to do so much more. We've got Open New York folks infiltrating the community boards. Our community boards aren't our community boards anymore. They're supporting development. They support the Chelsea demolition for a while. It took years to get them to come over and support a no demolition policy. We got more and more Open New York folks on other community boards. Why? They want to support free, all-out development. They want to support the oligarchs. They want to support the developments, and they want to send money up to the developers, up to the 1%. We need our rights. We need to fight for it, and we need to look ahead, and we need to challenge them at every angle. And this is one good challenge right here. We need support on. So join us, please. Thank you. John Luckett.
We have a resident of Bayside. I'm Andre Sal. Thank you very much. My name is Paul DiBenedetto. I'm the chair of Queens Community Board 11, although I speak today as an individual, as a plaintiff on this lawsuit. I think everybody should notice here, don't play politics. Look at this coalition of people. It's multiracial, it's multi-ethnic, it's multi-party, it's Democrats, it's Republicans, it's independents. Okay? This is not about politics. This is about democracy. If you strip away the ability, we elected a local council member, our local council member. It is her in this case. It is her. She should have the right to have a say in what happens in the rezoning. We're currently undergoing something where they want to take this lowest density they could possibly build in our district. They want to change it to the highest density. So our council member, everybody's council member needs to have a say. You can't cut community boards out. Community boards are volunteers. I've been 21 years on the community board as a volunteer. It costs me money to be a volunteer, not in any other way other than my time, okay? Or the money I spent to print a flyer, or whatever it is that I do to help our community. And notice that the ballot questions a number of years ago term limited community board members. They term limited this city. Was it the Blasio administration? I'm not sure. Thank you. Blasio administration term limited community board members. This is an active move over time, from the state to the city to national, to get rid of low density. Our city has the lowest single family density of any major city in the United States by a great margin percentage. Thank you. In what year was it? 2016? No, 2000. Yeah, whatever it was. New York Times, not exactly a conservative paper, put out a study on it. It showed that New York City was only 14% single family, while other cities out in California and all across the country were 80 and 90%. We already have realized the dream of a lot of housing. Where we live, you can build before CDBS, and they are doing it. You can convert these neighborhoods, which have maybe one single family house, to multifamily because it was already allowed to be done. So this is all a scam. If for some reason this lawsuit doesn't prevail, we need to vote no on 2, 3, and 4. Protect democracy, protect our rights. Thank you.
I'm going to go into Black Institute, which is vote them all down. Does anyone else want to speak for? Okay. So, questions from the press? Wow. Amazing.
Left you speechless. That's good.
All right. Okay, well, thanks for coming, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, sorry. So, hey, what's up? So,
What's up?
everything good? So you run for state assembly. It looks like you run for state assembly, right?
Well, you know, registering is one thing.
Yeah.
Announcing is another one.
So you think that you're trying to do for the special, or what's going on with that?
You know, we'll see. I can tell you what I'm not running for.
Yeah, I know, but I hope you win. I hope you win. Sorry, my bad.
And,
I hope you really win.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Take care. All right. You leaving now?
I'm gonna go and talk to our
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not your hearing right now. It's not your hearing about surveillance camera.